Hey everybody, this is Joe. Thank you for watching my Giga Texas construction update video. Well, winter made a brief return back to the central Texas area, and it made it difficult to fly the drone or travel in the area. It was actually unwise to do so. So it's been a few days. But I want to talk about some neat certification information that we got about the EPA, also a new warehouse project that'll be beginning in June, and some highlights from around the site today. Let's start off with a little bit of news. Yesterday on Teslarati's article, the link is at the bottom of the screen and in the video description, they talk about Giga Texas is one EPA certification away from being able to start selling the Model Ys. And as you'll see in the video today, quite a bit of Model Ys are showing up on the south end. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is the only thing that's left, but as far as being able to sell the cars, they pretty much have all the certifications except for this one, and it should be very soon. And it's caused because of the structural pack and the front and rear castings, which is different than the Model Ys out of Fremont. The next bit of news I'd like to talk about is a new project that's going to be constructed at Giga Texas, specifically across the river in that new 600 or so acres that was recently purchased. And you can see here on the map where that area is. And this again is across the Colorado River. It was listed as Horse Ranch LLC, but this is a company that has been purchasing the land on behalf of Tesla, and we've talked about this in previous videos. The start date is 1 June. It'll run for about a year. It's $11 million, a 220,000 square foot, or about 20,438 square meter warehouse, and we'll be watching to see when that starts construction. So now let's turn our attention to some interesting highlights around Giga Texas today on an extremely cold and very windy day. But on the south end, we see more Model Ys have been produced and are being arranged down on that concrete area. And as you can see those in photos 1 and 2, almost all of them are blue or black with the wheel covers for the long-range version. So I'm not sure if we're going to see different versions pretty soon. But seeing these in conjunction with the article about the EPA certification is very exciting to see. We also see the pump truck getting ready to pump more concrete in that south border area of the Phase 2. And this will bring it to about 75% complete for the concrete pours. Next, we pop up on the roof and take a look at the solar installation, where we see it's now increased to the full width of the building, and the E of Tesla is starting to really take shape, as you can see in photo 1. Photos 2 and 3 show that on the east side of the building, not only are they stacking more of the supplies and the solar panels, but the racking systems have been arranged in a much larger area. And photo 4 kind of gives you another idea of where those racks are. So we're going to be seeing solar across the entire width of the roof. Next, let's turn our attention to the northwest corner area, where work continues to widen that area, and probably 3 or even maybe 4 lanes will be available. Photo 1 shows you the green spray mix that's got grass seed on it to help with erosion control. Photos 2 and 3 with the arrow shows that the fire hydrants have now been moved, which opens up that area and allows for more of the lanes to be constructed. We see a lot of interesting activity in the east parking area. Photo 1 just gives you an overview of that area on the south end. And photo 2 shows that in the middle they're not only cutting up some of the concrete, but they're also, as you can see there, jackhammering it and crushing it. Photo 3 shows more of the new Model Ys with the superchargers, and photo 4 shows a new area just north of the sedimentary basin getting some excavation work. Farther east in the battery cathode plant area, we see an exciting development, and that is in photo 1, that area that I've highlighted with the yellow dashed line is where work has previously been done for foundation work and geopier. And with the arrows, you can also see some of the work with even gravel. This area has been cleared out, which suggests that maybe we might see resumed work on the foundation for maybe construction. Photo 2 also shows that large dirt ramp area is almost completely gone. All of the dirt has been used in the east parking lot for the grade. And finally, I do a brief flight up the far northeast clearing area. And photo 1, you can see that they've been adding more fill dirt, so they're starting to prepare the grade and getting it leveled up. Also, with both photos, you'll see almost all the trees are now completely gone. And photo 2, the arrow shows a silt fence, which will show the eastern boundary of the work that they're doing right now. So there you have it, a lot of activity despite an extremely cold and windy day, and some of the weather that we've had the last couple of days has made it difficult to fly the drone. The Giga Texas EPA certification is just around the corner, so that'll be great, so they can start selling vehicles, and we can see in the images in the video, a lot of them are starting to show up on the south end. New warehouse project going to be starting on the 1st of June, which will be awesome to see. And of course, we went through a little bit more highlights. Because it was so cold and windy and I didn't get a lot of video, I'm going to go ahead and just play the video without narration today. So just sit back and enjoy it, and I hope you have a great weekend. A special thank you to all of my outstanding Patreons for your continued encouragement and support. Patreon members get access to hundreds of high-resolution photos, previews of the future material, and direct dialogue with me. If you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a patron using this link, which is also in the video description. Please also consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps as well. Thank you. My drones are ready and raring to go. Let's go flying over Giga Texas.